Aw, yeah, happy Tuesday, and check her out. So, as I mentioned, Friday, I was running a race, my first race in a while, and I did not expect this to happen, but I won the race. Yeah, I don't know how it happened. I don't know if it was just the stars were aligned or something, but it happened. Let me actually flip this monitor around so I can just make sure I can show you. So, was not expecting it. I don't know if you can really see the words there. Yeah, it says run in the corn. Let's see. 5K first place, overall male. First place for the entire race, first place for my age group. I thought I was going to be in a brand new age group, just turning 30 earlier this month, but the age group actually went from 29 to 40, so I'm pretty sure that was just everyone in the race. Don't believe I got first place, but it happened. It was a slow time, but it was still a good time, I guess. I don't know. So it was just a fun race. I'm so happy to be back doing it again. I'm gonna be joining a running, not a running club, because I'm not gonna be running with people. But it's one of the groups in the area that puts together a lot of the races here in the area. So I'm gonna join just so I can get into more racing again. So Saturday morning, it was raining, it was kind of drizzly, it was just kind of junky out, but it was a 5K, so it's 3 miles, but half of the race was in a giant corn maze that you had to figure your way through it, you know. They had some of the paths blocked off, and there were arrows throughout the race saying, throughout the maze saying this was the correct way, but still, you could have gotten lost in it. So I bumped into a guy I went to college with who was number one on our cross country team in college. He was there, but luckily he was running with his girlfriend, or he probably definitely would have beaten me. But so the race started, and I was like, I didn't start right in the front. I started just a little bit back, with probably 20 or so people in front of me, and I was just running along. And I'm like, I'm feeling good. I'm gonna just make my way up to the front right now and just see if I can hold on to what these people are doing. But right off the bat, there was this one girl who just took off. She was definitely she was in peak shape, so she just took off right from the get-go. She probably had about 20 seconds on me once the race, about half mile in. And so about half mile into the race, maybe a mile, actually probably closer to a mile, the whole race had started to spread apart. That one girl way in the front, about 20 seconds in front of me, and then it was me, another guy, Dan. His name was Dan. I learned his name later in the race because I'll tell you that part in a second. And just other people. And once we got to the corn maze, it was just me, Dan, and this other girl, Morgan. We had split up from everyone else, the other places of the race. So we're like, let's just do this together. I'm like, we're not going to make it through here. First, we were kind of going against each other the first 2 minutes or so in the maze. And I was like, we just got to do this teamwork style. And so we went by majority, and we just voted, or, for a little bit I would lead the pack, and I was like, let's just go this way, let's just go this way. You had to go by gut instinct, essentially. And then he took over for a little bit, and we just made it through the maze. And somehow during the maze, we come out, you pop out of the maze, and we're like, all right, we made it. And they're like, no, you got to go back in. There was a second entrance to the maze, so we had to go back into the maze again, go through a whole other set of maze, and then come back out again and finish the race. So I think it was during the second part of the maze, we come out, and they're like, you're in front of the girl. And we're like, what? Apparently the girl that was in the lead and 30 seconds ahead of us got lost in the maze somehow. Have no idea how, but we passed her in the maze, not sure when, because we definitely didn't see anyone. And it was weird because we were in the maze, and we definitely were second, third, and fourth places, myself, Dan, and Morgan. But all of a sudden this other guy comes out of nowhere, and we're like, where'd you come from? He's like, you didn't see the sign? And he's like, we're like, we didn't care. We're like, whatever. And then eventually, he didn't stick with us. And I think that was his mistake. He went off, and he went his own way, and he somehow got split off from us, and we just kept making our way through. And we made it out in great time, passed the girl at some point, and then we were in the final stretch of the race. We knew it, so we all started moving a little bit more. Morgan kind of fell out behind us just a little bit. Then it was just Dan and I. It was probably, yeah, like the last 400, 500 meters, Morgan kind of died out on this. There was a slight uphill, so she putzed out a little bit there. And it was just Dan and I. And unfortunately, there wasn't good direction on how to make it back to the finish line. Dan cut in early because it's like a driveway, and there's a couple entrances, and they said go all the way down to the way you came in. And I was like, we got to go all the way down. He cut in early, and I was like, no, man, that's not the right way. So, but then I just started kicking in, and I just finished the race, and I finished first place. So, where did they go? So, yeah, pretty cool. And then we had an award ceremony. Got these dog tags for winning the race. It was pretty cool. Definitely proud of myself. I know it wasn't a great showing. There was about 8 other races in the area, so had I gone to any of the other ones, I probably would have gotten my butt handed to me. But it was still a great experience, a great way to get back into running races again. Is, you know, it's just gonna motivate me more to keep going and keep pushing and doing the best I can. Now I just got to get rid of this gut that's like does not seem to go away. I don't know what's with that. So have a great Tuesday. I'm gonna get out of here, just get some work done, and I will see you tomorrow. Hopefully, we got a lot of stuff going on tomorrow too. So I don't know if I'll be able to make a video. Hopefully I can, but we'll see. Have a great Tuesday, and if I don't see you, have a great Hump Day Wednesday, and I will see you really soon. All right, later.